on to the second servo. Now this servo is going to control both the steering and the rudder. So they want the steering in the center and the rudder on the outside of the servo horn. How we're going to do that here, we'll take the servo horn off of here. And they give you this here, little thing. Can we see that? Oh no! Oh, my floors are clean and not that small. So, and the reason I don't mind using this on a thing like the steering is because it's not going to bring you down if you're flying, right? The other hand, the rudder is going to be controlled with a Z-bend. So now, if we look here, this servo horn is way too thin for that horn. So on the center one here, we're going to drill it out just a little bit. Everyone should have a, I have a few of these now. I find them handy from different size ones you make different drills out of. And my this used to be, well, it's sort of a round bit. It's always meant to have a drill in it. I had some that came as Allen keys, right? And then when there's this one, see, like these here, this one and this one. After I break the Allen keys, because they make them so you can take the bits out, you can put new bits in here, but I find that I use them as hand drills. So they're pretty handy for that. So you saw, finished drilling that hole in here. I know because I use that drill a lot that it's just the right size for this thing. Okay, I'm going to push that in there. There's a washer on each side. A tiny little nut. Oh, come on. Oh. This stuff is just so small. Okay. Now, a lot of times this here, oh, where's the small piece? Isn't that a small piece? Hang on a second. Small piece of wire in here, and you can turn this. It helps to tighten it on there really good, but you don't want that, to tell you the truth. We want that, I want to back that off a full turn there so that it has a little bit of play, right? I'm going to come around here and put a tiny bit of CA glue on the end of that nut. Or I guess you could put some Loctite on it. But I'm going to use just a tiny bit of CA glue. Okay, we'll let that set up. Now, the other part is, the wire is way too long. Holy moly. Even with the wheel turned all the way. Well, you guys, let's start thinking about it. What color should I paint it? I'm going to airbrush it. You can use the airbrush to make the windows all fancy. Sand the seams off here. I don't know what color or how I should paint it. Sort of ugly green and white in the manual, so I don't want to do that. Okay, so with this servo here now, you're going to see here too, the steering, and this here is the rudder, right? We don't want to put this servo tight against the wall. We're going to put the servo out just a bit. And maybe close tight to the wall. So this here doesn't have to bend at all. Okay, I'll show you that when that comes. Now, it was going to get tough because this wire is just long enough. So, we have to get this I want it to go that way. Uh-oh, not that close. Oh, come on. Okay, there. You don't want to drill out the holes when you're doing the wires because you want absolutely no slop whatsoever, right? Okay, now, oh, that wire is just being a pain in the patootie. It's too long. So we're going to fix that. Yes, we are. And we're going to cut it off. And then it'll be easier to put in. Okay, here we are. That's straight. Out right past there. Aha! Wow, look at that. That showed up and stuck inside there. Throw that away. Now, I'm going to grab my servo horn here. Okay. And the wire goes through there. Now, do you see how that linkage is going to hook up here? So, can we get the servo over that far? I guess that's right to the edge again, damn it. Okay. Looks pretty good. Just curious, because this is so tight. So tight. That's okay, I guess. Okay, so here we go. Let me put that servo horn on there. Wow, we were high. Okay, so I don't know if you can see everything here. It's way too high, the servo. And the servo horn. Holy. Okay, well, I'm going to have to rebend this, I guess. Yeah, we'll have to see. First off, what I want to see is I'm going to attach that servo. Before I do any gluing here, I'm going to hook this up to a tester and see if that servo can actually turn the surfaces. Okay, so I can see it isn't doing that because, well, the grub screw isn't tightened. Ha ha. Okay, so if that was centered, hang on. That's centered. Maybe make it wheel straight. Just once. Okay. And that tight. Well, look, we get a surprise visit from a kitty. This is a visitor. Not one of mine. I'm babysitting this beautiful one. Yeah. Come visit the hobby room. This is Pug. Boy, oh boy. Just come in to be on the camera. I know, that's why. Hey? Is that what you're doing? Quite a visit with the kitty, I guess. So back to this. Okay, so that's centered. I tightened up the steering. Now, as I see, if I put that on automatic, my wheel's moving okay. You can see that. Is that good, kitty? Okay. what I can see there now, the steering's pretty nice, and the wire is moving from my rudder. So we're good. That's good. I'll put that back on, make sure it's centered, that servo, before I leave it. Unplug that. So there we go. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to back that servo off and put a little bit of glue in there. Or actually just put some dabs of their glue on there. That's all you really have to do. Okay, that's pretty good. Back up here. Then what we have to do is come to the back and we'll do both the rudder and the elevator hinges. But for now, I'll glue this servo in and we'll let that set. Actually, I'm not going to use their glue because it takes too long. I'm going to go ahead and just going to mix a little bit of 5-minute epoxy, and I'll stick it together with some 5-minute epoxy.